Namaste everyone, welcome back to LiveStronger. I hope you're feeling great, your arms are feeling great, your legs are feeling great. I do have a little bit of soreness still in my left leg. I have been foam rolling continuously, making sure I get my rest in place and my nutrition in place. So my efforts are always towards me recovering as quickly as possible and as well as possible. So make sure you're focusing on the same bit. If you feel any kind of tightness, I have already shown the kind of stretches you are supposed to do, and if you're unable to do those stretches, how to regress them, or if you're able to do the stretches, how to progress them in my static stretches video. Uh, that would be available in the link. Otherwise, I'm slowly learning how YouTube works, and I'm figuring out how to give you more information in every video as much as possible. Today we are going to work on our chest. Yes, we are going to get back to our chest, and today again we are trying the sets. This time we are going to try to do the drop sets in our set or in our chest also, like we did during our arm day. To start off with, we will start with our dynamic stretches. Make sure that we are extremely mobile and all our joints are open. Then we are going to warm up in the range of motion in which we are going to work our chest, and then we are going to start with our working sets. So let's begin with our dynamic stretches. As always, our first dynamic stretch which we are going to do would be the greatest stretch. Make sure I have worn a little bit tighter pants today. Make sure you wear pants which are comfortable, but otherwise what happens is sometimes wearing tight track pants or tight shorts can restrict the movement. I think I'll be comfortable, hopefully. Let's see how it goes. So to start off, it's the same, all the cues are same. You get comfortable on one knee, 1 foot forward, hand down, slowly push the leg which is on your knee behind as much as possible, squeeze up, turn and rotate, and then look up. Hold for a couple of seconds. Then the other side. We'll do 4 repetitions on each side. Feel the stretch, feel our muscles opening up. Some of you might have a question that, okay, we feel sore, so should we do foam rolling? When should we do foam rolling? Now with foam rolling, that's the comfortable part about foam rolling. You can do it as soon as you get up. You can do it before going to the sleep. You can do it post workout. You can do it pre-workout. But when it comes to static stretches, wherein you hold a stretch to regain muscle length neutrality, you should avoid doing it pre-workout. So I would suggest doing it post-workout or before going to sleep. So that will ensure that your muscles are stretched to their neutral length, and they, during sleep, they don't go to rest in kind of a contracted position. Or in sleep, usually what happens when we are trying to go to sleep, your body automatically goes into its comfort position, and the comfort position is not always the best position. You might be going in a comfort position because of numerous postural compromises. So able to sleep straight on your back is a boon. Your body usually tends to compromise that in sleep to get into a comfortable position by bringing your knees together, getting your arms, sleeping on your side. So these are all changes which your body does in your sleep to get into a comfortable position. So static stretching before going to sleep is wonderful. Foam rolling before sleeping is wonderful. Just don't do static stretches pre-workout. Dynamic stretches, I always intend to do them pre-workout, because they get my blood flowing, get my joints mobile, get my muscles all activated, and also they kind of act like a first sign wherein I get to know whether if there is any kind of tightness, any kind of soreness, so I can work on them. That said, we are done with our dynamic stretches. We now move on to our warm-up exercise. So for my first warm-up exercise, I'm going to do some machine flies for my chest to get blood running into my chest. Now, the stretched position of your chest is when your arms are out, and the contracted position is when your arms are close to your body. Your chest helps your arms get in line with your midline of your body. So, I usually like to warm up with cable crossovers, but since it's not available with me, I'm going to use this machine to do the warm up. Always ensure when you're positioning yourself that the machine is just about shoulder length. Don't want to place too low and too high, this shoulder length, and contract. Feel the squeeze or the contraction. The easy cue here is imagine pushing your chest together with your bicep muscles. Initially, the mind muscle connection would take some time if you're starting new or after a long break to get re-established, or you starting to recognize the squeeze. But it's as simple as getting your arms together while keeping your chest high. You might have a question in terms of what weight should I go for my warm up. Should I go for the lightest weight? Should I go for the weight which is challenging? I always choose the weight which is my first set weight for my warm up, because for my warm up I am strong, I have energy, I can push. So taking too less of a weight doesn't really get the muscle going. It will be too easy on the muscle, but racking up too heavy also doesn't make sense, because you want to warm it up first, get the blood flowing there, get it fired up. So just take the weight which is usually your first set weight, even if it's on the cable crossover machine. If it's on the flying machine like this one, you can go 10-15 kilos maybe. Now my entire focus is getting my chest compressed and stretched. And that's it. I don't remember exactly how many reps I did, but the target would be for you to go up to 20 repetitions. You would start feeling a little bit warmth in your chest, and that's a good sign. The blood has started pooling in there. Now we go for a second warm up, which is the simple basic flat bench dumbbell presses, because I don't have a barbell rack for doing my chest press. So I'm going to continue doing it with dumbbells, and there's nothing wrong. There's no difference actually. In fact, with dumbbells, you train yourself in terms of more stability, and also get the freedom of squeezing more. With barbell, it's a very strict movement path. You can't bring your arms together, and as I just mentioned, the main job of your chest is to contract and bring your arms together towards the midline of your body. With barbell, you are only pushing up and the contraction ends there. With dumbbell, you can bring it across and get that little bit of extra squeeze. But dumbbells need more work because they are two different hands, and both of them might work with different levels of strength. So you need to stabilize properly and push together. I will not waste any more of your time. I will start off with the exercise where we warm up on the flat bench press. So I'm just going to position the camera so you can see. Last time I realized I have angled it a little bit towards my stomach. This time I'm going to angle towards my head side so you can see how I position my hands. I'm just grabbing a couple of 5 kilo dumbbells. Remember, it's just a warm up, so you don't have to go really heavy or really lightweight. If you're absolutely new and not confident about any weight, 2.5, 1 kilo is also fine. So I lay down comfortably first, get my shoulders down, so I'm not squeezing it, I'm first moving them down. So my neck is free, I'm not shrugging, it's free. So this is shrug position and this is free. Now I open my elbows out and see in which position I can push the strongest or generate most amount of energy. This feels about right because I have been doing this for a long time. I automatically go into that position. The dumbbells are just parallel or in line with my nipples, so I don't want them too high or too low, just at my nipples. So, and I push up and bring the dumbbells together to feel that squeeze which I mentioned before. That's it, and that's your warm up. Make sure your wrist remains straight. It's not like this, it has to be straight. The load is not heavy, so there's no reason to compromise on the wrist. Keep them straight. Now, oftentimes people are asked to squeeze their back together, and they squeeze it so much, it sometimes causes them discomfort while doing this exercise. So, I like to first de-shrug and bring my chest up. The moment I do that, I automatically go into a very comfortable position of using my chest to bring the dumbbells together. There might be a little activation of my triceps because that's the range of motion of elbow extensions, so that could happen, but otherwise the chest works very well. If you want least amount of tricep activation, you can stop a little bit midway, keep the elbows bent so the triceps don't contribute much and all the work is being done by your chest. And I'm done with my warm up. I bring the dumbbells to my chest. If you want, you can now slowly bring them down, put them down comfortably, or you can also take it to your hips and get up. So we were done with our warm up. Now we are going to start with our working sets. For my first working set, I have actually kept the bench at a small incline, the least amount of incline available for me to do the exercise. The reason why is because I want to get a little bit of better development in my upper chest, and when you have the bench just above or just as least as possible in an incline, your upper chest gets really activated, your mid chest will contribute no matter what, and it also helps me keep my shoulders less involved in the exercise because at this angle I'm not shrugging, and if it's too inclined I'm using my front delts a lot in terms of pushing the weight. So I like this angle, so I would like you also to try this. It works, I'm sure, so I can vouch for this. It gives me a great amount of activation. Now for the weight, as always, I have taken a challenging weight for my first set itself. I'm not going to take 5-10 kilos. So if you're someone who is new and just warmed up with 5 kilos, I suggest try the 10. If you think you won't be able to balance it, are not really sure, okay, continue with 5. But if you are confident about the movement, about the action, try the 10. If it doesn't work in couple of reps, place it back, go to 7.5, then go to 5. See which weight suits you best, because there is no standard of weight progression for every individual person. It's important to always analyze your strengths. So we go for the first set. Take my shoulders down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. Hit failure. Put the dumbbells down. We're done with first set. Take a break. Go for the second set. Set. Going for the same weight. I haven't dropped it or increased. My shoulders down. Squeeze up. Go for the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I hit failure. Move the dumbbells down. And that's not a safe way to dismount, but I had to put them down. I was almost near failure, and take a short break and go for my third set. So for my third set, I dropped the weight by a couple of kilos because I was not able to complete 10 to 12 reps in the last set. It became extremely challenging, so let's see how it goes this time. Break, I am taking up to 90 seconds in between sets. I push, make sure shoulders are down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This time better control, safer demount. Take a break, go for the fourth set. For the fourth set, we're going to do the drop set. I got 4 increments of weight or 4 drop weights ready. Now if you are continuing with a simple weight for all your sets, a drop set wouldn't be really possible. So I would suggest go till failure. To begin with my first set of weight, easy, take my shoulders down and squeeze. And that's failure for this weight. Take it off, get to the next weight. And without a break, start pushing. Really tired. Not able to push. Drop one more weight. So I was able to just get 2 reps by drop weight. So let's try to get 4 at least. 3. That was all I could manage. So let's go for another drop. I'm dropping weight every 2 to 3 reps, so maybe I'll do. Okay, this weight feels okay, but this. As you can see, I'm really pushing it hard, and I want to drop one more weight. I'm going to grab another dumbbell. That's it. Done. Take a break. And we go back to the next exercise. For our second exercise, we are going to do the flies again. You are free to do this same exercise on cable crossovers or on a similar kind of a machine. The squeezes on the chest press were really good. Feel greatly pumped in my chest. Got a good amount of blood flowing. Now we go for here. Start off with a good challenging weight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's good. Take a break. Go back for a second set. 90-second break. Go for my second set. Increase the weight. In position. In the stretch. And push. Set 2, done. Take a break, and then we go back to third set. Go for third set. Increase the weight again. Try to get my 10 repetitions minimum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's third set. One more set to go. Take a 90-second break. Fourth set, which would be a drop set. So keep the weight same as my third set. Not much of an increment. If you haven't increased the weight since set 1, try to get to failure as many reps as possible on your fourth set. So let's go. 2, 3 stretch and pushing up. Drop weight. Get as many reps as possible. Weight again. This time I want to go till failure. So let's see. Get a light weight. Focus on the squeeze. Done with the fourth set and our second exercise. Take a 90-second break and go back to our third exercise. Third exercise, I'm going to do incline bench press. Decline bench press. Choose a weight which is challenging. Take your shoulders down. Dumbbells at your nipples and push up. Bring them towards the midline of your body. slowly bring them back to your chest, put them down, relax. That's set one. We go for second set after a minute's break. The second set for my incline bench press. Try to get as many repetitions as possible, lower end being 10. Position myself, take my shoulders down, chest up, and push. That's it. Set number 2. Take a break and we'll go for our set number 3. Going for set number 3. I hope you're with me still. My chest feels great with all the blood flowing. I'm going to keep pushing. If you feel your triceps a bit activated, that's okay. It's a lot of pushing, so they tend to jump in. Let's go. Chest high, push. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Relax. Slowly put the dumbbell down. And we are done with this exercise. Take a break. Go for fourth exercise. For fourth exercise, we're going for our dead hangs to get our forearms stronger and build endurance. Have my stopwatch started. This time I'm trying to grip better. There you go. My hands keep slipping off this smooth bar. Just slipping. I'm going to take a short 10-second break and hang again. Let's go. No, not today. Today isn't going great for my dead hangs. So now
So that's a wrap for our chest day. I hope you were able to complete all the exercises along with me. I understand if you don't have a decline bench at your disposal, or a cable fly machine at your disposal. These are challenges we often come across. Like, I don't have a cable crossover, so I do with the fly machine which I have. uh, but if you don't, you can still go through the exercises. You can go through the bench press just laying on the floor. You can do the decline by just lifting your glutes up a little bit with some support. So I'm pretty sure you'll be able to manage it. I showed it in my first video also, if few alternatives in case you don't have the machinery at your disposal to do the exercises. That said, chest feels great. uh, my forearms, they were not up to mark today. Today was one of those days. Especially, I think the reason I think it did not work great because this bar was slipping constantly. So, and the regular rack was not free. So I tried to do it on the Smith rack. That said, my chest feels great. I feel a lot of pump. That means there's a lot of blood flowing there. I did do the static stretch, but a different one than the one which I showed in my static stretches video. So this is one of the variation which you could do. You could do the same one holding a lightweight stick. Since I did not have a stick at my disposal, I used the Bosu ball which I had to create that stretch. But otherwise, it's been great. Uh, Again, I hope you enjoyed the video and the workout working along with me. If you did, please drop a like, subscribe to my channel. If do have any suggestions and feedback, feel free to leave a comment. I'll go through them, and in the next variation, in the next workout, I'll try to address them, or you know uh, work around them. And on that note, you have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow.